Hello, folks. I would like to do a review today. I'm not the best reviewer in the world, but just bear with me. Right now, you're looking at my Series 80 Colt Lightweight Commander. I had it since the 1990s, and the thing about this firearm is what I did was it came stock, so eventually I wind up adding different parts to it. All these parts I added to it are basically Wilson Combat parts. The skeletonized trigger, right here, that's the slide release, the extended slide release right here, and the skeletonized hammer. Internally, there is a uh, shock buffer, also a full length guide rod. Just so you know, these firearms that I'm about to show you, they have been cleared and there's nothing inside these firearms. I just did this to speed up some time. And plus, I'm doing this with one hand, with the other hand on my Samsung Note 5. Like I said, I bought this firearm in the 90s, and you had to buy all these extra parts, far as the trigger goes, also the beaver tail safety, I forgot to mention, and your Wilson Combat magazines. The thing about it is, when you were buying these firearms during the 1990s, you had to add these different parts on. This is a Hogue grip that I put on here. You had to add these parts, so you had the price of the firearm plus the price of all the extras you had to put on, and a gunsmith who put the trigger and the beaver tail safety on there for me because I'm not good with that type of mechanics. So now it's 2016, and I bought a new firearm. It is called the Kimber Super Carry Ultra. It's a nice compact 45, 1911 style, as you see. It has a steel slide, getting tongue tied, steel slide on the top with an alloy frame. Uh, has great grips on it. I believe it's like some type of cherry wood grip, and you have a lot of serrations around this. You have like serrations right here on the top here. It looks kind of scaly, or like a dragon, or something like a fish. You also have the serrations right here. You have them on the top of the slide right here, and you have it on the back strap, which is the right here, and you have it on the front strap. It has a good feel, good grip, and it doesn't feel like you would lose control or anything of that nature with this firearm. Uh, Also, it was said that these serrations right here also help reflect glare if you're targeting or whatnot. I don't think anybody would notice the difference, but it has a nice feel, has a nice attractive look to it, and it's a good grip. It's especially me. I have small hands for a guy. Uh, what another nice feature is it has an ambidextrous safety here. It's an ambidextrous safety that is, especially if you're left-handed, or I'm right-handed, but if you're left-handed, there's a lot of lefties been complaining they don't have safety features that are for to accommodate them, or if you're injured in the field, you're able to use your other finger to use this down. Another thing that I like about this is the Novak sights on here. I believe they're Novak. No, I'm sorry, they're Trijicon sights on here. Their three dot system is really. I don't know if you can see that real good. If I could focus it right, these are really good three dot system. It's a really nice sighting system. It glows in the dark as you would expect. This portion here at the top, it's good for if you were incapacitated, or your non-shooting hand, you could use this to rack the slide with either your belt buckle. In my training, you can use this to rack it on the heel of your boot or whatever the case may be if you're in a crouch position. I do like this gun very much. I can't wait to shoot it. I'm going to be shooting it today. Hopefully, I'll have some videos for you. But this gun is a really nice gun. And the reason why I showed you the Colt Lightweight Commander is because for all of these accessories that I put on this firearm, added all these accessories, this was a one-time purchase with all those accessories on there. So it comes standard. It's pricey. It's roughly, depending on where region you live in or how much you pay for it, it can range anywhere between $1,300 and $1,600. I'm planning to use this as my off-duty weapon of choice. Right now, I carry a Glock 30, or sometimes I'll carry my Glock 27, depending if I'm riding on my motorcycle or whatever the case may be. But this is a very good firearm. It feels good in my hand. Like I said, it's a small hand and it feels good. I tried it on with an in the pants holster and tried it on with an outside the pants holster, which I guess it would be the holster I'm using is a Galco holster for this. It was with my other firearm and it fits perfectly with this. So I really highly recommend this firearm. There's not much to say else about it, but I did mention, I forget to mention, the one thing is right at the top, if you look here, it looks like a little tiny little pinhole right here. Well, that little pinhole right there is so you can see whether or not that firearm is loaded or not. So that's a good it's an indicator. So if you have a round in the chamber, at least you know that there is a round in there. So that's a good feature that they have on this firearm. What else can you say? I've pulled the triggers, nice 4-pound pull. I had to get the work on this gun to get it to a full 4-pound pull. And I was charged up at that time for installation. But like I said, everything is installed with this gun. And I'm looking to buy another Kimber. We'll look again, but right now I'm very happy with it. I hope this review helps somebody else make a decision on this firearm. And happy shooting.